We all know that energy drinks like Red Bull are occasional beverages, meaning that it's generally not a good idea to consume them frequently. However, the sugar and caffeine content of Red Bull is probably not the main reason why you would stop drinking it. Rather, it has to do with the rumors that bull semen is one of the main ingredients. Before you throw up your drink, let me quickly dispel that rumor. Red Bull and many other energy drinks contain taurine, which is a byproduct of sulfurose amino acids and was named after the Latin word taurus, which means bull or ox. However, I'll explain why people mistakenly believed that Red Bull contained bull semen. The human body uses taurine to reduce stress and control anxiety because it's known to lower cortisol levels while improving endurance and performance. It's found in animal tissues, but we also have it in our own intestines. Because it can also come from bull semen, people mistakenly thought it was in Red Bull and other energy drinks. Even a Texas-based company claimed to have analyzed the beverage and discovered bull sperm there. However, that is untrue, as Red Bull's synthetic taurine is created in laboratories. It was initially unavailable in some countries due to concerns about its stimulant qualities. However, Red Bull was vindicated as a safe drink when the concerns turned out to be unfounded. Red Bull contains the same amount of caffeine, 80 milligrams in every 250 milliliters can, as a normal cup of coffee, and is currently available in 165 countries. For comparison, a 16-ounce Starbucks Grande has 330 milligrams. Red Bull Cola has only natural ingredients, maybe too natural, as German authorities found trace amounts of cocaine, although Red Bull Cola uses genuine cola nuts and decoconized coca leaf extract in its production. Some of the active ingredients once showed up on a German food regulator's radar and a concern ensued. Since only 0.13 micrograms were found in each can, the product was deemed safe, and the drink was put back on sale. The Red Bull headquarters looks like a James Bond villain's lair. Red Bull likes to break a mental sweat too. They list Tanya Sachdev, an Indian chess player, as well as numerous video gamers on its list of athletes. There's a special version of Red Bull only available to Formula One VIPs. It's estimated that Red Bull has spent over $500 million on F1 each year, which makes sense because they're the only company to ever own two teams simultaneously. They also love to show off their cars and frequently drive them in odd places, taking them on high mountain passes, ice, and Texas dirt roads. Red Bull has a DIY human-powered plane contest called Flugtag. In the contest, teams build planes and launch them off a 20-foot high deck. Since they all crash into the water below, they are judged by creativity and showmanship, as well as distance. Red Bull has its own record label, obviously called Red Bull Records. The label is headed by a former VP at Atlantic Records. The best-known group on the label is AWOL Nation, who cracked the top 10 on the Billboard rock charts. The logos, Red Bulls, are not actually cattle. They are actually guars, the brick-colored largest members of the bovine family. They are usually listed as the fifth heaviest animal after elephants, rhinos, hippos, and giraffes. All the cans of Red Bull sold in 2013 add up to 475 tons of caffeine. That's the weight of 287 Honda Accords, 179 F-150s, 7 Abrams tanks, or 1 Boeing 747. Red Bull sent someone to space. You probably do know this one, but let's just go over it again because it's nuts. They sent someone to space. In a balloon. Who jumped out, breaking the sound barrier on the way down. Jet lag brought Red Bull from its humble beginnings to the international stage. Silver Fox Dietrich Mateschitz felt a little sluggish and found that a peculiar Thai drink cured his plane hangover. Flashing his trademark smile at creator Chalio Uvidyan, he made plans to bring the drink to Europe, and reformulated it into a berry flavor, which they figured would best sit with the European palate. The original Red Bull was a Thai energy drink called Krating Dang. Marketed to truckers, farmers, and construction workers, the original had a similar blend of caffeine and taurine to keep sleep at bay. Unbelievably, the classic version is actually sweeter than the European version. The first sporting event put on by Red Bull was called the Dolomitement, which is billed as the world's toughest team relay race. The event includes running, paragliding, whitewater kayaking, and mountain biking. Red Bull employs almost 12,000 people around the world in 171 countries. Red Bull holds a yearly running competition called Wings for Life, which raises money for spinal cord injuries and paraplegia research. In 2014, Red Bull was sued for false advertising for their slogan, "Red Bull gives you wings." A consumer said he had been drinking Red Bull for 10 years and never gained wings or enhanced athletic skills. It ended up being a $13 million lawsuit. It wasn't until 1997 that Red Bull was introduced in the United States. The first state it debuted in was California. In order to create a cult following of younger people, Mateschitz paid popular university students to throw parties in odd locations. He would give them enough Red Bull to tie on the top of their cars on the drive back to school. The Red Bull cans are entirely recyclable. Additionally, the manufacturing is done in one location, which saves 80% of renewable resources instead of having multiple locations. While Red Bull is known for sponsoring and holding adrenaline-fueled events and sports, they have a paper wings contest, a paper airplane competition. Red Bull has sold over 40 billion cans, with over 5 billion sold in 2013 alone. Red Bull was founded by the Austrian entrepreneur, Dietrich Mateschitz, in 1987.